Almost forgot to hit the start button. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing this morning? I'm going to say hi to everybody because Rich Sticks, there's more than 9 people in here now. So good morning, Rich Sticks. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Pens and Pencils Plus. Lamy for Life. Clark Retzer. Queen of Washi. Galantium. Love Loveless. Rich Sticks again. Tessa. Inkwell Monster. Queen of Washi. Why Not Mother. Miss G's Crafty. Sessa Mercy. Get Composted. OSU. Deep Awful. Chuckle Stuff. Alan Chuko. Gonzake. Clarude. Josh. You keep them coming on. You keep saying morning. I'll keep saying your names. Shoe Bamboo. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Tuesday, Bork and Bork. Interesting day today in that I have absolutely nothing planned for this morning. Well, I take that back. I do have 2 things to unbox, small items, some giveaways, the standard stuff. But yeah, like topics-wise, if y'all want to chit-chat topics... good morning, Slumberland Studio, Melissa P. Interesting shirt, fireworks? I don't know. I think they're feathers. This is my cockfighting shirt, which is probably not inappropriate. But yeah, those are like roosters. There was like something, I don't know. There was a name. Someone had a name for this, but it's I don't know. It's a cool shirt. I love this shirt because it's mega comfortable, right? It's long sleeve. It's actually like been cool here again at night, so like I'll wear the long sleeves. Rolled up when it's cool, and shorts, of course. So it's a little warm for hoodie weather. Like it'll be sunny and 70 something, so you get a little hot with hoodie weather. But hoodie weather and shorts is my perfect weather. Really, pretty much anything in shorts is my perfect weather. Schmevelin 20 months of summer. Let's go. Nothing planned. Crazy talk. I know, right? There's always we don't have to have anything planned here. That's the best part of this stream. So we warmed up, and now we're back to moderately. Now we're like in springtime, right? It's like cool and cool in the mornings, warm in the afternoons, and the Craig and Ariana are lit. We could chat about April start Hobonichis. That's a good question. Who does April start Hobonichis? Like this group seems like Hobonichi Day, September of every year. You're ordering the 2021. Hobonichi. This doesn't strike me as an April start group. Who does the April start thing, or do you use it separately? How many people burn stimulus money to stimulate pen stores? We're gonna burn stimulus money to get the popcorn ceilings off of one of our bathrooms. That's what we're gonna burn our stimulus money for. So yeah, I got. Anyone April starters? I don't think so. Any spending is a good thing. Did April start for weeks? Change my mind for planner. Weeks makes a lot more sense. April start Hobonichis. Coach Albino April starter. Are those exploding chickens? We could call those the exploding chicken shirt, yeah. I burned it at Target buying new clothes for my kids. Yeah. 8 to 10 with a size 16, that's a jump. And when does, if you do an April start, when does it end? Does it go April? And what's the reason for April start? I've always gotten like the school starts or, the summer starts for school, but April... what am I missing for April starts? It's post New Year, post Chinese New Year time frame, but like it doesn't butt up against it. Japanese school year, okay. I'm guessing, right? That's got to be right. Maybe it's when people get tired of their last planner. That's true. It's like. It's for the people who went for the Hobonichi and said, this didn't really work. Let me go for the Jibun Techo. Japanese school starts in April. Makes sense. Makes complete sense. Japanese fiscal year. A lot of fiscal years do start April 1st. Good morning, Brooks. I got to start on that next batch of nibs for Brooks. Yeah, a lot of financial years, even in the U.S., start April 1st. So, yeah. Cool. I forget the prevalence of the April start. I've just missed that one over the past few years. But yeah, I like the idea of like, I hate this planner that I bought in September to start in January. And then buy a new one in April and get a fresh start. I think that's great. Did the vacation nibs make their way back home? They did. They showed up Friday or Saturday. I haven't started pulling them yet, so I'm going to work on that today. Yarda-Led Viceroy Grand Victorian. That's an awesome pen. What's mine called? I learned a new trick with engraving last night. Could be something cool. Send me a picture later. Did they bring you any Kona coffee? No, unfortunately. I haven't inked up my Yarda-Led recently. It's such a nice pen. I should, because like I'm using the Skittles ballpoint, and like this might be heavier than the Gravitas. Mine's barley. Yeah, I think you're right. Like, I think this pen might be heavier than the Gravitas pen, which is silver, like full barrel silver. I need to break that pen out because it's got a really, really cool nib, very enjoyable to use. Kate, 6 months of 7, let's go. Kate, I don't know if the Quixotic Fox is watching today, but I got their letter. Just opened the letter this morning. I appropriately got tears in my eyes, so tell her thank you for that. What nibs does Yarda-Led use? I have no idea. Nice nibs. Nice nibs. All right, Brooks is sending me things live and direct. That's not what I was expecting whatsoever. Yeah, I heard he was coming down. Good, Kate. That was awesome letter. Appreciate it very, very much. Yeah, it was great. I have a question about, I should have brought the letter in here. I had a question about the bullet journal you said you use, and it had a name, and I didn't know if that was a brand name or that was the idea of what the notebook is. I'll have to, if you may not remember what you wrote, I'll have to get it and ask you. Because I was like, is this an idea or concept of a notebook, or is this the actual? Yeah, Scribbles That Matter. Okay, so is Scribbles That Matter just a notebook, or is it like guided? So I guess that was my question. Is it just the brand name and you're using a notebook and that's your bullet journal, generally branded, just a notebook? Okay, cool. That's what I couldn't tell. Like, that name is interesting enough. I was like, this might be more than just a regular notebook, or you're telling me I put my Scribbles That Matter in the notebook, but it's the brand name of the notebook. So yeah, I was really thinking about that. So thank you again for the letter, and I just really appreciate you and Kate so much. So I appreciate it very, very much, and you had me my eyes watering this morning. So I cry. I'm an easy crier. I just appreciate it. So anywho, it's a notebook with thicker paper. Oh, maybe for sketching. I never got a purchase confirmation or shipping notice for my Gravitas. I forgot to look if they are ready stock or made to order. That's a good question, because I want to see that Scully one when you get it. I'll definitely want a review of that. That would be great. Good morning, Coco Lena. Speaking of notebook with thicker paper, didn't Angela Inky Converters make a notebook on Instagram? A sketchbook, thicker paper notebook? Good morning, Mark. I saw that and I didn't save the link yesterday. If someone wants to post that in the chat. Oh, thank you, Coco. This is one of my favorites. They're all my favorite. I have a lot of favorite things. This is my current favorite pen. This is heavy. I'm still trying to figure that. Scribbles That Matter also makes a bullet planner. My wife is using multiple prongs. Cool. I canceled my regular Tuesday meeting for this, so it better be good. Well, you missed the intro that said we don't have jack to talk about today. So we're just going to chat. You're going to deal with me. I got 2 unboxings to do. One is a new Kickstarter that's out. The other is my CW Pencil Enterprises order. So yeah, I'm still getting used to this and figuring out, because of the weight, do I hold the thumb on the flat further back, or do I hold around the flat and hold it lower? So your Fujiyama Blue is shipping out today. That was fast. This is good because since we did the pen cleaning, I haven't inked up any new pens, so that way I can ink up my Fuji pen. Is Angela making them in bulk? I don't know, but the cover was printed, right? Like with a print, like it was like printed and bound. That's not a small. It didn't look like a very small print run, if you ask me. Right? It looked like a printer made, professionally done type of thing. That doesn't mean there's not like only 50 or 100, but what I'm saying, there's not like 3 of them. It looked, I didn't read all the details, but it looked like a legit like item, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. I put my thumb on the flat on my Gravitas twist. I think that's the move. I'm curious about your thoughts on shows starting sooner than expected. I'm undecided if I'm going yet. Definitely not until I get my vaccine. So, 2 things happened in the past week. Number 1, Raleigh is on, so the Triangle Pen Show. But even bigger is the DC Pen Show is on. So I've had a table at Raleigh for 3 years now, and I've brought the kids. That's my generally, the kids are out of school, and San Francisco, which we knew. Yes, San Francisco is on, and then Chicago in September, October, Miami Pen Show in July. So I told Terry Mayweather for the Raleigh Pen Show that I'm not coming. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that yet. I don't see me going to DC or San Francisco. I'd say I'm like 95% sure I'm not going to go to those. I know a bunch of people that are going to those. I know some retailers that have already reached out to me are planning on it. Chicago, maybe. That's like, we'll have to see how this summer plays out, countrywide, right? What is the feel, right? Because the cases are ramping up again, right? All of a sudden, even though we're getting more vaccines and more arms every day. When is Raleigh? I think it's the second weekend in June. I'd have to look. It was a little bit later than it has been in the past. It's usually like the first weekend in June. This was like the second, maybe even third. It was somewhere in the teens, like 13th to 15th. Okay, there you go. So that's like second weekend of June. And so I passed on that. I passed on that. So, hey, congrats on all y'all's shots. I got my second dose coming a week from Thursday. Pen shows are going to be a 2022 thing for me. That's my working idea right now, because even though we're all getting vaccinated, I don't want to travel in a sardine packed tin can with recycled air. I don't want to walk through the world's busiest airport. If I could think about driving to somewhere like Chicago, maybe I do that. I don't know. I don't see me doing anything before the fall, and then I even question it then. So that's my working idea. Yeah, as soon as I'm fully vaccinated, I'll be a lot more free, and then I'll probably be just going to outdoor baseball games and things like that. 100%, right? Like, I feel a big relief that I'll be fully vaccinated in a week and a half, but that doesn't mean you just let your guard down and go for it, right? Which is exactly what Kate's saying. So, yeah, temporarily awry, right? This is not like magic and poof, everything's good to go. So, like, I ate out for the first time probably since last year, about 2 weeks ago, after my first vaccine, ate in an outside patio and wasn't around anyone. And like, I felt okay about that. Where before I did not feel okay about that. I didn't want to see people. I didn't want to see servers. I didn't want to see anybody. So that was like my first time in probably over a year eating at a restaurant outside on a picnic table with my family. Like, so I think that'll continue to, like, that'll be good. Like, we can start doing that a little bit more. Like, I'll feel comfortable doing that, like, maybe, like, throughout the summer. Like, I'm going to the Georgia coast this weekend. Like, before when we'd go, we would literally, like, stay in the condo, go to the beach, not see anyone, and pick up food, right? We would not, like, mingle, not, like, walk around, not, like, do anything. This weekend might be the same. Like, I don't know that I want to eat at a restaurant. Maybe outside. I don't know. So, working on it. So that brings into the pen show. If I have to ask this many questions, you know, I'm not ready to go to a pen show. So, we'll see. It'll be after the summer for me. All right. So, but snow here again. Reed Whistles, what is going on? Enclosed spaces will still scare me for a while, 100%. Like, I'm not going to do something I don't have to do, right? Luckily, I'm in a position where I don't have to do something that I don't feel comfortable doing. So it's good to be in that position, I think, to play it just like completely safe. Yeah, because like Kate's saying, you can do everything you want, but keeping other people out of your face. Yeah, vacation over New Year's. Like, look, it's like I don't have a problem with people getting out and doing things, right? Like, fully precautioned. There's, you know, options and possibilities to get out. We all want to have like a restaurant night. Like, I'd like to go eat at a restaurant. That would be cool. Like, that's high on my list of priorities. So, speaking of Japan, they seem to do a good job of crowd control at Inkamura and Tips. Yeah. I'd rather attend a pen show than work a pen show this summer. That is true. If I did go to a pen show this year, it would definitely not be to work. Like, that was my plan before pre-pandemic times, is to work less tables at pen shows and go to more pen shows for enjoyment. You know, work 2 or 3 shows and then travel to 2 or 3 shows, which in the past, it's been travel to 5 or 6 shows a year. Up until Philly last year, I went just to go. That was an awesome experience. Like, I actually went out at night with friends. So it was good. And, you know, I didn't worry about going to bed too early because, you know what? I didn't have to set the alarm to get up to go make sure the table's ready to roll. Like, I didn't have to business so hard. When I do the business shows, like, I take my schedule pretty seriously. Like, I don't mess around. I go to bed early, get up early, do the things I need to do because I'm there for work. So, well, Mike, if you do Raleigh, there is now a table available because I gave mine up. So there you go. There you go. All right, do. If you do it. All right, let's open a thing. Let's end it on that. Let's open a thing. All right. FredX sent me a package. This is the new Modern Fuel Kickstarter, which I haven't looked at. But Andrew Sanderson, I met him at the last Dallas Pen Show I went to. What year was that? 2018? I don't even remember. Is that the only Dallas Pen Show? So he sent me the new box. I can't remember exactly what this is. I think there's a couple different pieces, parts in here. I have different rollerball refills. He sent me a couple different refills to try. So it's rollerball pen. Let me, love the shirt. Thanks, Doc Krog. Let me flip this around here. I still haven't picked up my pens from last week. This is how my week's been going. Remember that whole pen cleaning episode? These are all the clean pens. They're still sitting here on the desk. How's your week been? How's your week been? That's how my week's been. Like, I cleaned the things and they're still sitting here. So, there you go. We should do something about that. Yeah, it has been nuts. It has been nuts. You could help take care of him. I'm sure you could. I like his little logo. It's a cool little logo. All right, how do we get this open? Slide box. Maybe. I did. Oh no, magnet box. Ooh, this is a bolt action. Starboard Sojourner. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right, should we do it? Should we do it? I saw a sneak peek of it. It was not what I was expecting. And I mean that in a positive way. Copper bolt action. Oh, this is nice. It's thinner than I expected, but not a thin pen, right? This is narrower than like a tactile turn, if you've used that. This is a preview version. Andrew did let me know that, right? They may not have like the full fit finish pieces, parts of the final version on the Kickstarter. I am pleasantly surprised at the barrel thickness on this. Let me move this out of the way. Let me, I don't have any details on how to do what with the pen. So I need to look on the website on the Kickstarter campaign and see. So we got these little parts here. I don't know exactly what everything does. So that's like a screw. Okay, so this will be if I want to adjust the knock depth. So what refill is in here? This is some... I have no idea. Feels like a... It's very fine refill. Let's see what it is. Alright, so how do we get this out? Any idea? Let's take it apart. It is really pretty. This is gonna look awesome too once it gets used. Alright. Any idea how to get this apart? I have a tool here. What does that do? What do we think this does? Oh, there's the link to Inky Converter's notebook. Thank you. I saw you post that earlier, then I got distracted. Let me pull that up real fast. I'm gonna switch this over because this is following up on what I was saying before. So there you go. And this is like 160 GSM thick sketchbook paper, A6 size. It's very cool, right? This is who, if y'all don't know Angela and Inky Converters, this is who I'm going to get to do the next emotes for the Twitch channel. That's who this is. So these are all her designs. So yeah, this is designed to be like a pocket sketchbook, thick, heavyweight paper. So yeah, there you go. She's super cool. Thank you for sharing that. I meant to put that up there earlier. Yeah, so y'all can hit that link. And go check it out. 20 bucks? Super cool. Super cool. All right. Let's flip this back over. All right. How do we get this apart? Any idea? Am I twisting this? I don't think I'm twisting this. Okay, we unbolt it. I think that must be what this... I don't know, is this for that? That must be for this. Yeah. So, as you watch me fidget with this, I think I can do like this. And get the bolt out. And then I'll take the part. .51 slot pin roll, sweet. I did talk to the Retro 51 guys on Friday. I think it went well. They seem like they're gonna, whoa. Seem like they're gonna do a good job. All right. So let me see what refill I have in here first. So this is a G2. This feels like a 0.5 or a 0.38. Stop. So this is a 0.5 G2. Feels finer than that, but it's not 0.38 because I can see it on there. G25. All right, so I guess what you can do... I can't imagine rolling that thing up. By the time you're done with it, it's a basketball. So how do I swap this out? I'm guessing that's just extra. Because how would I switch it? These don't connect. Like if I want to, so he sent me the shorter, sent me a space pen refill for this as well. Which, how do I get there from here? Because I don't think... Oh, this will be longer because it only goes to here. So you swap these out. This will come here, other end of the tool. I think you got it. Yeah, that's it. So smart, chat. Y'all are way smarter than me. All right, so there's the short plug for the G2. I don't know that it's actually notched. It feels just like kind of pressured in there. Like if you fit it tight enough, it'll just turn. All right, so there's the longer piece if you want to I guess I should put the refill in there before I switch screw it. Spoke should make a spacer so that the pins can officially take RT refills. I'm not going to say we haven't thought about that, but I think we're just going to make a retractable pin eventually. So this will be the space pen refill. Let's see if this works. Space pen refill with the extender on the end. And then we need to put the bolt back in. Yeah, it works fine. Or maybe we just, whoops. This is thrilling content. It's taking a minute, Phil. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, how often do you change the refill, right? Like I don't ever worry about, like the Shone has a screw in the back. It's not like I'm in there every day, right? Although I am having a little issue getting this back together. Maybe I need to do it down here. I just need to get this started. Okay, there we go. All right, let me tighten this up. I have an RT1. I would just a spring, like a different spring, like a tighter, bigger, tighter spring. I'm with you, Phil. I don't disagree. I'm just saying, how often are you going to do this? I also worry about scratching the pen when I'm doing the bolt. Okay, so that's back in, I think. No tip wiggle, huh? That's good. So what I can't tell is when I'm done screwing this in, like it's almost requiring me to hold this in different places. I don't know that there's like a real stop on the screw. Sorry, I keep taking this out of the screen. I don't know that there's a real stop when I screw that, but okay, I didn't get the length that I need here, right? So I don't have, when my bolt's engaged, so here's disengaged, then I engage the bolt, I don't have the correct length. But I guess theoretically, I could unscrew it again, lengthen the inner screw. This is when it gets like frustrating. All right, so let's do this real quick. Let's extend this. Parts everywhere. If I extend this out, is that going to make it worse? Like, is there going to be movement in there? All right, let's put this back in. So like it's adjustable. So I don't have to tighten this all the way because I'm going to put the G2 back in there. All right, so there's the, see now I have it too long, right? It's sturdy though. I'm gonna put the G2 back in. It is fidgety, but like I said, I'm gonna do this, like if I own this pen, I'm gonna do it once and be done with it until I need to change the refill for some reason. All right, so we're gonna swap this back out. There is a different spring. I like that there's a magnet on the box. It catches the springs. Watch. So that's cool. If you're playing around with it. So let's put the G2 back in here, and then we'll leave it at that. So yeah, not bad. A little fidgety, yes, but interesting. So I'm gonna tighten this back up and get all the parts back together. Oh, but see now I don't have, so here's where the fidgeting becomes a problem. The stop isn't well defined on the internal. This is the feedback I'll give Andrew. This is not a well-defined stopper. It's not giving me the proper exact length that I need every time. So if I have to test out this, where's my notch? So I have to test this out every time to get the right length that I want, I would rather you go ahead and tell me what the right length is. Make that fixed. Make that more of a fixed measurement. Because now, like, I'm particular about how far the refill sticks out, right? Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that black wing. Initial thoughts are, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, like, I'm particular about how far the refill sticks out. I think there should be a point, you know, you should see some of the straight line of the refill before it goes into the cone, right? You don't want it shorter like this. I want it out like this, a little bit of visual bit. So I'm actually going to extend this a little longer. So when I have to test all that before I put it back together, so that's going to be too long. All right, so we're just going to go with this. But once you're set, it's a pretty cool pen if you want this much fidgeting. If you want, yeah, so I would just adjusted it like 3 times. But my point is, I would rather not adjust it. I would rather not have to. I'd rather that not be a thing. I would rather have a more fixed width. But I mean, I get it, but who wants, so like, if I'm gonna put this out, right? So like, that's too short for me, right? So now I gotta go back in, you know, maybe someone likes it. I would rather be told that it's gonna be one way or the other in that dimension. I think this group likes the fidgeting, but yeah, maybe some people like it shorter. So now I'm back out, back on, back in. But like I said, once you get it right, you don't have to fidget with it anymore. This pen is giving me anxiety. Yeah, so some people want to be told, right? And that's what I mean by saying this is how far the tip sticks out of the front end of the pen, right? Give that a fixed measurement until I get it right. So now it's back where I want it, right? So I have this little, so I have my little flat part out. Pat, did you get your replacement barrel? So yeah, like this is right to me, right? Does someone want it to where it's shorter, right? To where this is tucked in more? Like, what's the percentage of people that want to be told that this is the correct dimension versus the people that want it longer or shorter in there? That's what I'm trying to sort out. See, this looks too stuck out to you? Well, to adjust that, you will take this off and then adjust that. See, I don't think... So that looks... I mean, it could maybe be a tiny fraction, a millimeter. Supposed to arrive Friday? Okay, cool. Maybe I just sent it yesterday. I can't remember. So, yeah. I think what's cool overall is the shape of the pen. Like, the shape of the pen feels good to me. I think it's just sort of the marketing to sell the thing the mechanism does anyway. Yeah, maybe. But, like, I get it. Like, it's cool. What I do like is when I'm not fidgeting with it, it's a cool pen. Right? If I get it set up, well, then I'm done. He did have the Mont Blanc G2 Rollerball in here, which is the same length as the... the Mont Blanc Rollerball refill, which is the same length as the Pilot G2. Little fraction change on the end. So that's where that twist, the twist in here would adjust for the Mont Blanc versus the G2. That dimension makes a difference, right? So like if I said, let me make this for the Mont Blanc refill, and then I switch to a G2 refill, you have to shave the back of the G2 refill if that's fixed. Right? That's where that adjustability comes in. Right? Because they fit up front, the length is close, But that's where you would, if this was a fixed, right, you can't unshave a refill, right? So that's where that screw here on the inside gives you that adjustment to switch from the Mont Blanc refill to the G2 refill by just switching this out instead of actually physically shaving down a G2 refill. So there you go. It feels really solid. Like the concern is, like, does it feel solid once you have all the swaps and changes in place? And it's like, yeah, it feels good. So yeah, I like the diameter and shape of the pen. So yeah, that's the thing. So there you go. That's the Modern Fuel. Does this pen have a name? It's on Kickstarter right now. I don't know how much they are. And I don't know the official name. Adjustable bolt action pen. I think we got it. Wow, it's already done 90,000. Holy cow. That's insane. $82 comments. All right, so how much is this? So 115 stainless steel, copper, or bronze. Yeah, I figured it'd be around 100 to 120 would be my guess, and that's exactly where it is. So yeah, there's the thing. So it's a feature, right? It's just how into this feature you're going to be. Apparently, a lot of people are into this feature, right? 547 people are into it. What do the comments say? Oh, just general questions. So yeah, cool. Oh wow, it'll fit a D1. I guess it could fit a D1 with the spacer, right? I'd be interested to try a D1. Speaking of Kickstarters, I think my concrete pinwheel is about to ship. Mine too. All right, cool. That's that. If you have other choices, no one chooses a D1. I think that's fair. This would not be a D1 pin. What are your thoughts on the Otto 0.5 gel Parker style refill? Tony, what are my thoughts on the Otto 0.5 gel Parker style refill for Curious Wanderer Jack? What are my thoughts on that refill? It's awesome. It's 2 thumbs up. It's one of my favorite Parker style refills. It's one of the best gel refill in the Parker size. Thank you, Tony. It's awesome. The only issue is it's needlepoint. So aesthetically, you're going to have some like mental gymnastics to deal with when if you put it in a pen that's made into a conical tip design, right? That aesthetic's built around that conical tip design. You have a needle coming out. It's my favorite Parker style refill by a lot. So yeah, it's great. Well, and that's for gel. Like, I love the Jetstream one. So it's really good. And between the Jetstream and that Otto Flash Dry 0.5, that's the majority of my Parker style refills pens. So there you go. All right. Next. Y'all know what this is because I was talking about it on the stream. I did add something in here that I shouldn't have added, but I couldn't help myself. Makes a gel look like a weak ballpoint, but have you tried it? It's like legitimately good. Thank you, Brad. Enjoy. Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's great. I would put that in all the pens if the aesthetic worked for me. Because the refill itself is great. Do you have any more info on the Apple Boom inks? I don't even know what Apple Boom inks are. Did they launch some new inks? All right, let's see what I got in here. Energels are awesome. Energels will fit in the spoke pen. Nice. All right, just checking that out. Let's see what we got here. So we had to pack these notebooks up well because they are heavy to ship. Ooh, so fancy, so fancy. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to pop that in the thing. Did we ever open that box from Staples or did I miss it? You missed it. Thursday, a small launch but no price point or swatches. Is Annabelle in the chat? Is Strings and Pedals in the chat? I need to magically know which icon color combination that I want the most. We should make like a website where you can put them all together. I know a guy that could do that. Yeah, I haven't tested them out yet, Galantium, though. That is at the top of my testing list. So, these are the Emiliano Braga. Did I get the name right? I never do. Emilio Braga. I keep wanting to call him Emiliano. All right, I'm gonna hijack this and look at this link. Emilio Braga. Look at these. Man, these are sick. But we're gonna tease this real quick. What is this? We will launch our own line of inks called Apple Boom Ink Collection, created in collaboration with a well-known ink manufacturer. Mine. Consists of 14 really lovely colors, each starting with letters for my name. Oh, that's funny. Jazzy yellow, organized orange, oily olive, shiny. So Yoast Applebaum. That's pretty funny. Shading on these inks is phenomenal. All the inks are on the wet side except for the tempting taupe, which is slightly less gushy. Since this is a new product for us, we're starting with a relatively small batch. 41 bottles of each color. Those will last like 10 minutes. We don't take pre-orders via email, but if you're interested, you can sign up in the comments below. What is that going to get you if you sign up in the comments below? Also, Susan, writer of the Pen Addict, says, Thursday is April Fool's Day. So Susan might be onto their game. And like I said, how would signing up to this, why would commenting below have any benefit to sign up if you're interested? Susan might be onto something. What do y'all think? Real or not real? 41 bottles, 4-1. Susan might be onto something. I'm gonna heart that. Rewill definitely needs pretentious purple. So full troll job. Let's see what everyone else says. Are you kidding me? That's it. So mega troll job, maybe. Brad, blue black, really blue black, another blue black, dark blue black. That would be awesome. Dutch wouldn't write 4-1, it would be 1-4. 14 colors, 41 bottles, launching on 4-1. This is a troll job. Everything is 1-4 or 4-1. Plus, no one's going to call an ink oily olive. If this is a joke, I'm liking it. That's why I said Diamine head full of ideas. We've been debated. We'll have to. What day is that? Is that the day I stream? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I didn't even realize it was April 1st on Thursday when I stream. There will be no April Fool jokes coming from me. I'm not that smart or care that much. But we can go look at Applebaum and see what they're gonna do. I'm gonna go with full on troll job. Let's take a poll and we'll revisit on Thursday. Is this real or is it Maybelline? Let's do a poll real quick. All right, voting on Applebaum Inc. Where am I typing? There it is. So option number 1, real. And option number 2, fake. What do you think Yoast is up to? What do you think? Brad's 4-1 stream raffling a Nakaya. Jeez Louise, could you imagine? All right, timer, 2 minutes. All right. Real or fake? So you have to do exclamation point vote and then the number, space number. Yeah. Real or fake? We'll send this to Yoast. We'll send the results. Although I'm on a Windows computer, I don't know how to screenshot. 14 inks, 41 bottles, released on 4/1. Look, it's liked by 1,114 others. Look at that. Totally fake. Do you have the snipping tool? Key print screen. Windows key plus print screen. Okay, we'll do that. Where's print screen? There it is. Okay. I want to believe it. They have done a great job of this as a troll job, and they've done a great job of this as a real product, right? So this is good on both sides of the ledger in my book. I'm glad you brought this up today, Rewizzles, because I haven't seen this. I think we're going to have to bring this on the podcast. That bottle is sick. I want to believe. But you know what? This is a joke. He's getting so much free advertising right now. Because I'm going to talk about this on the podcast. This is when you've done a good job. All right, 2 seconds left. 35-2. All right, 35-2. Oh, yeah, y'all been watching my back. So this is what my back screen looks like. I didn't realize I had this up the whole time. I was too busy looking at this. All right, 35-2. Where's the poll? Let me print screen that for... So hopefully that saves somewhere. All right, if not, we know it's 35-2. That's great. So Kobathor, were you a believer? Who else was a believer? It doesn't tell me which people voted for it. It just gives me the totals. Tauntaun sleeping bag. That could have been real. Temporarily awry. I like the believers. I like that we have some believers in the chat. So yeah, this is when an April Fool's product is done right, because all we're doing is talking about it. Yoast wins. We're going to talk about this on the show tomorrow. Um, yeah. I'm racking my brain here to see any way that this is real, and I think Yoast has won. Well, yeah, they'll take this demand and say, "Oh, well, that was our April Fool's joke, but we really want to make an ink. Here's the colors." I could see that. I'm trying to figure out a way to be mad about this, but I can't. Yeah, the Tauntaun was real. I mean, fake at first, but real product. It was a legit good product, too. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking about, right? I'm trying to figure out a way to be mad at this, but you can't be mad at this. It's extremely well done. Okay. Good job, Yost. We'll find out together on April 1st. All right. Emilio Braga. These are nice. All right. So let me take these individually here. So this is the A6 size. This is the Emilio Braga from Portugal. So it's got these little stickers. Like I saw the pictures on CWPE. You know, putting the little stickers there. You would almost assume that they came like that, which would be cool. I like that the stickers aren't perfect, right? The lines look hand drawn. It looks like it belongs on this notebook. Red or black. You got to go with red. Right there on there. And then you have a guide page for the blank pages. The pages are very ivory. Whoops. Hitting things on my laptop. I mean, on my keyboard. Oily olive is where I started to question things. I get it. Like, I get the name makes 100% sense. But as a physical product, that's where I started, like, so yeah, there's the page with the grid. I mean, with the lines and then with the grid. So yeah, this is a very ivory color page. It's nice. Feels nice. It's got matching kind of, you know, effects there on the edge of the paper. Big overhang on the exterior cover. You can see that. That's like, gosh, I don't know, a third of an inch. It's pretty wide, which is okay. Super cool colors. I'm gonna give these away on the website. I love y'all and stuff, but I want to promote these for CWPE, so I want these on the website. So that's the A6 one. That's the traditional composition / Mukau look there. And then we get into the bright, what is this one called, like swimming pool or something like that. So this has more of a, this is actually, the sticker actually matches. I would put this sticker on first thing because I think it looks so cool. I think the handwritten style of the lines is super cool. You need the corners to match the spine? Oh, hell no. This is why, this one's going to be mine. Like, this is the most outrageous one, I think. Like, this is me. I'm trying to get the whole thing in there. Close enough. Although this one I think might be a wilder color. This one, I ordered this one for me. So I think this one, they have names too, right? Like it's, I think this was called like swimming pool. Am I delusional? Oh, it's got like a pink finish on the paper edges. The pink is the best one. So that's great. Blank pages. Does this have the okay, so it's got a line sheet here. Lines or grids. They like their fine lines. These are like no more than 5 millimeter. They might even be 4. I don't have that ruler in here. Do I? Yeah, these are not wide lines or grids, which I approve of greatly. So here, I'll read you the story. In 1918, Emilio da Silva Braga founded in our city what would become one of the best stationery shop. A century later, and now in the hands of the 5th generation of the family, Emilio Braga Stationery, they spell stationery with an A, which I think we learned that's actually a valid translation. Like, that was the original translation, and that it's actually valid to use the A in reference to stationery. Am I correct in reading that? Where did I read that recently? Oh my god, the notebook is fabulous, and I love how the color covers are trans colors. Like, it's perfect, right? Like the pink and the blue. Continues to make the most emblematic of its products, the famous Galocha, a pocket-sized notebooks, totally handmade with distinctive and hard-wearing spine and corners, bound in colorful fabric. It is the genuine Portuguese notebook. So these are just, they feel awesome. Like, they feel like legitimately great. They're stiff, they're sturdy. They're expensive. Like, they're not like the cheapest things in the world, but I didn't think they were outrageously priced. What was it, like 20 something for the small and then around 30 for the big one? Let's pull them up on the site here in a second. So I'll be giving these 2 away eventually, not immediately, probably around when I review this one. This one I'm going to keep for myself. So it's got green and black stickers. Again, something so silly and simple, like these index stickers, like, really do it for me. Not CW Petroleum Corp. I tried to be quick. That always fails. Yeah, like, I'm going to totally throw the green on there, right? Like, something as simple as this, I think it's cool. So then the blue, red corners, yellow spine has the blue marbled look on the outside. Actually, I'll probably give these away sooner than I review them, because I'm going to use this notebook for, like, my next notebook, and I'm a ways away on the bank paper notebook. Tony, are these fountain pen friendly? Has anyone used these? Are they fountain pen friendly? I think the pink shows off very well. So that's cool. Like, I'm okay with Yeah, like, I couldn't decide between the pink one and the blue one, which is why I ordered both. And I think in person I'm going to go with the blue one for myself and give away the pink one. Let me pull these up here. And we'll switch cameras once I get them there. Oh yeah, so the big ones are 30, the small ones 20. So here we go. So Tuxedo Neutral is this one. So this is the A5 size. Tuxedo Neutral. I guess they're the same in each. Poolside Pink is this one, which makes sense. It's got the blue on the edge. Fluoro Orange. Are you surprised I didn't order this one? I think these other ones are better. Better color-wise. I mean, that's awesome. But, I mean, look at this. That's cool. I think orange is actually the 4th choice. I am very glad I didn't order it. And there's the blue. What's the blue one called? Elementary blue. So whoever said this was like for the teacher. Yeah. Elementary blue. So tuxedo neutral, poolside pink, fluoro orange, and elementary blue. You can get them lined. You like the orange better than the black? The black is just classic with that red on there. Although this looks like it has a dark green binding, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's more the corners that I prefer the alternate corners of the other ones. And then the A6s are the same. Oh, no, they're a little different. Oh, they are different, more different. So you have bookworm red. This is the A6 size. This is a smaller one. Bookworm red. That's a cool setup. Citrus yellow. Ooh, that's cool. I shouldn't have looked at all these. Citrus yellow. You just sent me a picture? Okay. So the Tuxedo Neutral is the one crossover I ordered for the small, but I probably should have ordered one of these other ones. Look at this. Hula hoop green. See, that one I do like the lighter colors barely on the corners. But I think this one's awesome. I think that's my favorite of the small ones. What is this brand? Emilio Braga. I just ordered some from CW Pencil Enterprises. Portuguese notebooks that have been popular for a while. They all look great. Impossible choice. Totally. What did I say? Braga? Oh, you spelled it wrong. Man. Pretty great. Citrus yellow. That is a very Andy Warhol color. I think that's what I was thinking here, right? Because he used a lot of the primary colors too, with the bright yellow, blue, red. They all look very Andy Warhol-ish, honestly. And I think that's maybe why I like the line, like the hand-drawn sticker on the front too. They really, really do. It's a good call. So yeah, $20 for the small, $30 for the big. Not an ad. I paid full price for these. 200 pages. I just think they're cool. So yeah, there you go. All right. Now let's give something away. I'm not giving them one of these away. I like you, but I like CWP more, so I'm going to put them on the site so more people see them. That's the plan. Oh, wait, I wasn't done. I did order something that I shouldn't have ordered, but I wanted to try. Okay, so Tony sent me a sampler. Let's put this back on the desk. You can only buy a dozen pencils on there. And I saw these. I was looking for the Tombow 4Bs and 6Bs that I like. But I like these Kitabashi 10B pencils. I mean, I like the look of them, so I wanted to try them. Because you usually don't get a 10B. Like Uni does a 10B in like a traditional barrel. There's probably a few other ones. Statler, Uni. But I like the look of this. And I don't know. I just thought they were cool. They weren't that expensive. So it's just something I threw in there. The important thing is for us to take away is the site is up and you can place orders on it. That's exactly right. So we're going to talk about this tomorrow on the podcast. But yeah, these are really drawing pencils, right? So I'll give some of these to my kids. Happy National Pencil Day. That's exactly right. So I bought a box of a dozen because that's the only way you can order them online. If you go in shop, you can buy them individually. But yeah, that was it. That was just an add-on that I threw in there because they looked interesting. I've used something from Kitabashi before. Is there a free shipping minimum? I don't think they have that. Especially when you get into notebooks and stuff. Notebooks are so heavy to ship. So I don't think that they have that listed. I don't think there's an option for that. I don't think. Speaking of notebooks and free, I'm giving away the Cosmo Air Lite on the Pen Addict today. So I reviewed it Monday, and I'm doing the giveaway today. So y'all should go enter that. Doesn't Kitabashi make the black wings? I think that's the one that when I was doing the Muji, that someone mentioned that I'll have to go look in it's in the comments of my Muji pencil review that I commented on that, how it felt like one of my Blackwing cores, and then someone mentioned in that review that it was one of your quickest turnarounds ever, is because I was testing it out already because I hadn't used it and I wanted to be able to speak about it. That's all. Like with paper, you don't have to do too much for a review, right? Because I'm not necessarily reviewing the construction and the longevity and the durability of the notebook, right? It's like I know it feels good and I know it works well. So what can I tell you about the paper? And I had already had some opinions on the page, on the paper, just from testing it out last week. So I felt like I could review that quickly, right? I don't need a long term. If I can test ink and pencil on the page and give you an idea, especially when it's like a newer product, I don't rush things out, but like I have definite comments on this paper because of how it feels with everything but fountain pens. Like to me, this is a fountain pen only paper. I did not like ballpoints and pencils. I hated on this paper. It's literally like writing on a glossy magazine, which is funny. Is you don't have that. I get a soft feel with the fountain pen nib, but I don't get that same texture as I do with like the ballpoint and pencil, which I did not like. So yeah, I like the notebook. I'm just going to use fountain pens with it, just like Tomoe River, really, right? Tomoe River wasn't great with other pens. Like it's usable, and this is usable, but it's not something I want to use all the time, just like Tomoe River paper. That's why I prefer the bank paper for my everyday, because it works with everything that I like to use, because I use more than fountain pens, especially fine fountain pens. I thought fine fountain pens performed worse on this page than the broader, wider nibbed fountain pens. Like I said in the review, if you want to put down a lot of ink with like a big smooth nib, you're gonna like this paper a lot. If not, I think it's a little bit strange. So, but like I said, you could use this exact same terminology for Tomoe River paper, right? It doesn't have, Tomoe never had the glossy feel that this does, but certain pens and pencils just weren't great on Tomoe because of the texture. So if you like fountain pens and you like wider, wetter nibs, you're gonna love Cosmo Aerolite. So go enter the giveaway. But like my UEF nib, I hated it on this page. But I love my UEF nib on the bank page because it's like scratchier. That's just what I like in a paper. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, go give it away. We had a buku entries on last week's ink bottle giveaway, as y'all predicted. So that was a popular one. I was gonna say something else. Anyhow big the price increase on the Sailor 1911L will be, it should be the same as their special editions. So I did know, just take what they have now and add like somewhere between 25 and 30%. So let's do the math. We can figure this out real quick. So here, I'll put this on the screen. I'm just going over to Gold Spot. Brand, Sailor. I'm doing this because I know how they sort. I like how they sort the main page. So Sailor 1911 large. The MSRP of a standard large was $390. Okay. Apparently, I never tested my UEF on the Cosmo. You're right. It's not a pleasant experience. That's when I knew I could write the review. because there is definite, like, there's things to say about fine. It is stone paper unpleasant. That's a good comp. Because I hate how the tone, the stone paper felt. But for certain pens, it was good. It's the opposite of fountain pen friendly, right? You can't use fountain pens on stone paper, but it feels like Cosmo or Light. It just handles it differently. So, so $390 MSRP. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say 25%. Because it's somewhere between 25 and 30%. So that makes them $487.50, and then 20% off that. So $390. Oh, did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. No. So I did that right. So the new base will be around the MSRP that they are now. Does that make sense? So $390. So 20% off $390, which is MSRP minus the 20% street price. Okay, so that's why you see $390 slashed out to $312. If you take $390 by the price increase, which I'm going to say is 25% times 1.25, it's $487.50. So the new MSRP should be $488, and then you multiply that, you get your 20% off of that, puts it back to $390. But that'll be your your street price will be $390. Did that make sense? So your new street price for stock 1911s large will be $390. So whatever you're seeing now, so the regular should be, oh, that's the large. Did I hit large again? Let's do the regular one. Large, how about a non-large? Large. Did they not have any? That's not a $400 pen. So actually, I'm going to comment. I have a follow-up. TheGoofyGuy.com, 4 months of subbing. Appreciate you. Okay, standard $275. Does that same math hold up? Will $275 be the new? Clear. $275 times 1.25 equals. Yeah, $275 will probably be the new street price for the small one. And those prices are the same for Pro Gears and 1911s. And that lines up with the new limited editions. That's what I wanted to verify. So we'll see. They haven't come out and said this is the price. So this is just my assumption based on the entire product line being increased, which they did say was going to happen, right? They did say the full product line is getting a similar increase. So that's my assumption. What I was going to say a minute ago is how I always talk about, well, before I say that, I'm going to Galantium and thus sailors may get even more out of reach. I agree, which makes the store special editions, if I'm going to spend $400, if like I'm somehow compelled to spend that much on a 1911 or Pro Gear, I'm sure as hell getting the Mount Fuji, all the things for hopefully around the same price. Because if that becomes now like a $600 pen, there's no way. There's just no way. So what I was going to say is all of this makes that Pilot Custom 823 dark blue barrel 100 made for $500 much more compelling. When that was almost, that was like not quite double the normal price of them. that actually makes that not a terrible price for the 500. When you think about the King of Pen and it being well over $800, that makes that 823 in dark blue almost a good deal. It's not. It's obviously outrageously priced, but I can actually justify that now when just last week I was thinking that $500 was kind of out of line. It's not, because like Mike says, 823 is just a better pen. It just is. So when you put that, I'm going to talk about this on the podcast tomorrow. I'd already had that in the notes when I was looking at these prices. When you put that up against what Sailor's standard pens are now, it's almost a deal, right? 100 made, store exclusive, new color. You don't even have to drop an extra 200 and get a Nakaya. You can get the Piccolos. You can start at $550, I think, right? Yeah, all of them are overpriced. Like, yeah, like don't take what I'm saying as $500 is a great deal. They're all overpriced. But Platinum is definitely raising their prices. I've heard Pilot is too. But I think they're all three raising their prices. $550 is metal threads. Yeah, nobody wants that. Don't get metal thread Nakaya. Just pay for the full Urushi. So, it's interesting. But I've really changed my thought on that 823 after seeing this. I'm not going out to get it. Like I said, that's not the color I want. But if they do another $500 823 and it's orange or light blue or purple, I would buy that before I bought another King of Pen or another 1911 large. The thing is, it seems like anecdotally that the Habanero is doing pretty well at the new price point. Would y'all agree? And that was my stance on it too, that the Habanero is going to do better than the sparkly 1911, the cranberry 1911. Right? My take was that the 1911 is going to have a harder time. It's going to have a longer sell-through than the Habanero will. The Habanero they did right, so people are just going to you either accept the new price or not, because they did a good job with that one. Not that they didn't do a good job with the sparkly red 2021 limited edition. It just wasn't unique enough, I think, in the canon of Sailor releases for that premium, and I think it's going to take a longer sell through. Whereas the Habanero was different enough to make people say, maybe that is a $400 pen. Whatever. All right, let's give some stuff away because I need to eat. I'm hungry today, chat. I'm actually I only ate cereal for breakfast, which was a huge mistake in retrospect. So let's do some giveaways and we'll get out of here. So yeah, expect some 823 comparison talk tomorrow. All right, what do we got? Let's do a Kunisawa notebook sampler. How many do I have out here? There's 2. Let's just make this a big notebook sampler. All right, so this will be one giveaway. This makes me want to get the 3776. Yeah, so like I paid under $200 for my 3776, right? There's still like 190-ish, 186, 190. Is that correct, or am I missing it? And those have gone up like $40, $50 in the past like 3 years. I'm not saying you go out and do that, but like that's something you should pay attention to. There's probably enough inventory get composted to where you don't have to like rush out. So like if Platinum did do an increase, I think you'd still have a chance to decide, is this now a $230, $40 base pen? I think they would still have some stock. That's my guess. All right, first giveaway. We're going to do a little combo, notebook combo. So we have The Kunisawa sticky memo pad. Very cool little dude here. This Kunisawa A5 copper gilded graph paper notebook, wire bound, really great. And then the Pebble Stationery Tomoe A5. This is 52G, I believe. Yep, 52 GSM Tomoe River. 175 for the 3776. I mean, I'm still in the honeymoon phase with my UEF. It's one of the best pens I've bought in a long time because of the nib. It's really, 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 really enjoyable pen. So again, that's not something you just rush out and go buy, spend $200 on a pen, but it's something you should have on your radar if that's a pen on your shopping list, and seeing what Platinum's going to do with the pricing, and if there's an increase coming, be ready to maybe make a decision then, if that's something you're interested in. All right. Giveaway notebook pack. Oops. I used to just go and buy pens like willy-nilly. I have really slowed that roll. Notebook pack. Okay, so are y'all ready? That work? I felt like I didn't do the buttons correctly. I'm trying to choose between the Platinum 3776 and the Pilot Custom 74 as my first gold nib. I mean, we can talk about that. Those are hard to... there's no wrong answer. The nibs have a different feel to them, and it depends on the style. Like, what style do you prefer? Like, there's no wrong answer. Yeah, I love the 74. I love the 3776. Now, the 3776, I don't know that 74 has expanded their nib options like some of the other Pilot lines. So, like, if you want something like a UEF, there's only one choice. But if you're just looking at, like, a fine or a medium nib or a medium fine or whatever, then that's where, like, the decision is a little bit more. All right, I'm going to try to find a pen or something. Where are they? I know I have writing instruments in the bin. What's this? Alright, we'll do a mechanical pencil pack next, because that's the first three things I grabbed out. How does the UEF compare to the Sailor EF? It's finer and pointier. I don't know how to describe that. So like the EF, Sailor EF, still has like the tiniest bit of tipping on it, right? Like it doesn't make a rounded line. It makes a nice, smooth, fine line. The UEF is at a different level. It's very much more needly. I don't know if that makes sense. Is that fair for people who have both? Yeah. They have a completely different feel. Ultra. Ultra, ultra, ultra. All right. Person that won is Lamy for life. 2 weeks in a row, Lamy for life. I already sent out your pencil. There was no Lamy in this one. Lamy for life again. Lamy for life, the rules are you have to email me again. Them's the rules. Okay? You have to email me again because that's how my workflow works. Welcome to the 2-winner club. There's definitely... Do we have a 3-time winner yet? Like, look, there's 100 people in here. Probably 50 or 60 of you enter the giveaways. There's going to be duplicates. Which is why I'm on board with the multiple winners winning. I am cool with that. So yes, you have to email me again to claim your prize with your address. Evan 93 has won 3 times. Nice. So yeah, we're living the multiple winner life here. Like, it's not going to be long, hopefully, till everyone's won something. So then everyone can at least be a 2-time winner. Whoa. What happened there? All right. So we did a notebook giveaway there. We're going to do a weird mechanical pencil giveaway on this one. Let me sort out what I've got here. All right. So I didn't enter the one that I won. That was actually pretty funny. Speaking of which, let me reset this. So that was a notebook pack. We're going to do a pencil pack here. This is mechanical pencils. There's 3, and I'm going to share with you what they are. All right. This one is extremely weird. 0.2 millimeter Pentel Orange. So this is the one where you don't extend the lead past the lead pipe. So you write with the pipe, which is why you could have 0.2 lead without breaking off. All right, so there's a 0.2 orange. That's a green, kind of a bright green barrel. Very cool. Next is these are all together. Next is the Pilot Mogu, which is a terrible name, but it's a great pencil. So this is the 0.5. It's not really their like twist mechanism pencil to compete with the Kurutoga, but it has some cushioning in the tip, right? It's kind of like the orange in that, but it's made to eliminate some of the breakage, right? So it's got a little bit of a cushion to the tip. O-Rens or Orange, I have no idea. O-Rens. Orange. I like saying orange. O-Rens makes me sound like even more southern. Last is, personal opinion, the best. We have the Mab Graves limited edition Alvin Draftmatic. I have kept a set of these for myself. This is the 0.7. They come in 3, 5, and 7 grades. This is the 0.7 Mab Graves limited edition Draftmatic, which is very cool. This is like one of my favorite mechanical pencils in general. So that's a whole set of mechanical pencils for one winner. Go. So this Mab Graves one is cool. I've talked with Alvin about doing a custom one. Did someone say that Alvin was going out of business or something? I need to get with them and see. All right, we'll do this, then we're going to wrap it up for today. I'm going to go eat lunch with my wife, who is off today. Hallelujah. Get your shots, chat, so we can all travel to all the pen shows next year. You can travel to pen shows this year if you want, but I'm not ready to fly. That's what we're doing. 5-second delay. Twitch has weird random delays. Got my shot, still not going to pen shows. It's the same. Harking about the early part of the stream, when you talk about your talk with Retro 51 on the podcast tomorrow, I will. No mind-blowing stuff, but I will tell you my thoughts. Yes. Yeah, we're getting wide open eligibility in a lot of states, so check and see if you're eligible. If you don't think you're not taking people's shots probably anymore, right? Did you miss thoughts on the new Blackwing? You did not miss my thoughts. I did not circle back to them. I think they look great. It's not one I'm going to order, right? It's like not totally my style. Like I'm not going to jump through the screen like I have on some of the more recent ones, like 19th Amendment, like the eras. I think they're really, really, really cool though, and we're going to talk about them on the podcast tomorrow, and I may end up getting them. So, did I see the composition notebooks? No, I need to check those out. Yeah, the pencils aren't totally my style. I like the idea. I like the concept though. Like that, Tessa. Next field notes is number 50. I haven't bought a field notes in a long time. Let's see the composition book. I didn't pull that up this morning when I saw it. Oh yeah, that's pretty clean. I like it. Let me pull that up for those who can't see. Let's see. Does the name mean is the name related? Inspired by one of Woody Guthrie's personal composition books. Got it. Yeah, I'm down with that. Those will do well. Yeah, the pencil's just not my style. Like, I think it's great. It's not for me, right? That's my thoughts. I would love to see an anniversary or a big number that lives up to the hype. It's a challenge. That's tough. That's a tough gig, isn't it? Tough gig. All right, let me get this giveaway done, and then I gotta go pick winner. Person that won, Jerica Hill. Jerica was calling out cheaters before. Are you a cheater now, Jerica? Are you the cheater? Congratulations. All the mechanical pencils for you. Email me your shipping address. Awesome sauceum. I called you out. I did it. Congratulations. All right, I'll get these shipped out. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right, quick update. We're streaming Thursday. We're not streaming next Tuesday because I'm taking a few days off because I need them. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to take a few days off. Refill is going to be still on schedule. If you're a Pen Addict member, look for a note in Refill this week about the following week's schedule. We might have a little switcheroony. See how it goes, and I'll explain why in there. But I'm going to take a few days off this weekend into the next week. About 3-4 days off. I am launching new knock products up for sale today at noon. So I'm going at it still until the break. But yeah, I definitely do need a break. Absolutely. So I'm gonna take a few days off. So no stream Tuesday, but we'll stream in this Thursday, next Thursday. We're good. All right. That is it for today. Y'all are awesome as usual. I sent your spoke stuff, Tony. Your stuff's already shipped. All right. So there you go. Oh, the new knock stuff. I'm not good at my job. As my good friend Jerica, the cheat caller outer says, I am terrible at capitalism. So I'll leave y'all on that. Watch for knock stuff at noon. Bye.